don't know why I tried to do that. Howdy, Banger Pals. Blayne Smith joining you for another Metal Monthly, Bangers Monthly look at what's coming out in metal releases. If you're new to the show, every month I pick the 5 best underground metal albums coming out every single month. Make sure to shine a light on them because we all know underground metal is where the real metal lives. But there are also a ton of other releases. Some of them big, some of them great, some of them big, some of them not so great, some of them just noteworthy. Regardless, I got a list of some of the big releases coming out for you off the top before we get to my picks. So without further ado, let's talk metal. September 1st, kicking off the month with separating the art from the artist week, I guess, is Marduk's Memento Mori coming out on Century Media and Talk releasing Et Have of a Stand on Dark Essence. September 8th, we start getting that end of the year boulder really start rolling downhill. Cryptopsy, As Gomorrah Burns on Nuclear Blast, Dying Fetus, Make Them Beg for Death on Relapse, Kveler Tech Endling on Rise/Petroleum, and Terminalist Metal Monthly Alumni, the record's fantastic. The Crisis as Condition on Interdisciplinarian. September 15th, another big week. Baroness releasing Stone on Abraxan Hymns, Banger Pal Danko Jones releasing Electric Sounds on AFM, and Thy Art is Murder releasing Godlike on Human Warfare. September 22nd, again, oh my god, this boulder's out of control. Cannibal Corpse are releasing Chaos Horrific on Metal Blade. Ken Mode is releasing Void on Artifact. And then September 29th, oh my god, I'm gonna get crushed by this book. Harm's Way releasing Common Suffering on Metal Blade. KK's Priest releasing The Sinner Rides Again on Napalm. Nervosa releasing Jailbreak on Napalm. And Wolves in the Throne Room closing it out with Crypt of Ancestral Knowledge. It's an EP coming out on Relapse. Oh my god, that's a lot of releases. So that is the list. Now to get on to my 5 picks for the best underground metal albums coming out in one of the biggest metal months of the year. And we've got a doozy of a list, starting with Moonlight Sorcery releasing Horned Lord of the Thorned Castle on Avantgarde Music, coming out September 29th. So my favorite release of the month is a Finnish melodic black metal record. You've got a perfect cover for it. It's that great blend of awesome artwork with that kind of slight bit of jank to give it character by Linda Pikanen. Anyways. I know some people detest the whole micro-genreization of metal. I personally love it because, I don't know, I think we need more descriptors. This is a melodic black metal record. When I hear melodic black metal, my eyes glaze over and I get ready to be assaulted by a 2.5 out of 5 Rotting Christ clone. But that's not what's happening here. This is I don't know, a black metal band doing a power metal record, a power metal band doing a black metal record, and what the hell do you call that? You can't call it black power metal because that's not giving you the right image. You also can't call it powered black metal because the video is these guys standing in a castle ruins in the snow. It looks like this band would be powered by a water wheel. Regardless, you kind of probably already know if this record is for you. It's a black metal record, but it's got all the kind of energy and soaring guitars and big kind of fullness of a power metal record. Some of you will be absolutely disgusted by that. But if this sounds like it fits you at all, just buy the record. It's phenomenal. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. I'll give you your goddamn money back. I won't actually do that, but just buy the record. Moving on, we've got black metal. Of course, we also got death metal and disguised malignancies entering the gateways on Prosthetic Records, coming out September 29th as well. This is some Finnish death metal, and I know it's a lot of Finland this month. I try and mix it up, but Finland's like the best metal country, and I also just need to celebrate when I can find 8 Finnish musicians in 1 month that I can't link to a hate group in 4 clicks. So we got some fantastic art by Marcus Hiltonen on the cover. You know I love an eyeball. That's always going to draw me in. And the thing that does kind of break the general mold of what you're expecting on this band is that they're basically children. The average age of this band is 18 and a half. What the hell? Fuck off. I understand they're in Finland and it ages you up quicker eating all that pickled herring. Seriously, a popular drink among teenagers in Finland is a black licorice flavored liqueur. Everybody in the country is 65. Sorry, enough Finnish jokes. What makes me mad at these guys isn't that they can play as well as they can at their age, because we all see every couple of months some metal site is like, this 4-year-old slays Metallica on drums, can you believe it? It's like, yes, children are empty vessels to be filled with skills. What really pisses me off about this band is they already have the taste level to make a phenomenal old school death metal record that is both a throwback to the glory days while also still being forward thinking and unique enough to not be derivative. But on top of that, they said they decided to self-produce the record to keep it closer to their original vision, and it was the correct choice because they also nail the production on it and like bury producers twice their age. I don't know how, but the final insult to injury on this whole thing is they had the goodness in their heart to give us audible bass with great tone. Fuck off. Thus we come to our palate cleanse of the month, because I'm too excited. I can't not talk about it. This record's phenomenal. I know I normally save it to the end. I'm tossing it in the middle this time. You're getting a mid-meal palate cleanse. It's Kerrigan's Bloodmoon on High Roller Records, coming out September 22nd. Here we have some German heavy metal, and once again proven you don't need to think too hard about your album cover. Just get the moon and toss a color on it. This is actually a band of just 2 guys. It's a guitar/bass player and a guitar/voice player with a session drummer on the record, and it's pretty obvious pretty quick because it's just goddamn guitars everywhere, which is fantastic because it's heavy metal and that's really what you want at the end of the day. So yeah, if you like fast, fun, heavy metal guitars, these guys are just giving you like excessive piles of it. Like probably could have made another record from all the guitar on this. It's like you ordered a rice dish at a Chinese restaurant and they just basically brought you a full buffet chafer full of food and you're thinking, how the hell am I gonna finish this? Focusing a lot on the guitar, but Jonas Weber is actually no slouch on vocals either. He's got a great voice, really kind of full, nice high, and then also he's got a variety of vocal deliveries from like some slower stuff to some pretty fast, a little more complicated thing, and he kind of avoids that just some lazy rhymes tossed at you underhand, A, B, B, like they're doing the Grabowski shuffle, which is of course a reference to NFL legend Mike Ditka's rap group / Republican propaganda film / maybe failed pyramid scheme. I don't know, it's too complicated for me to go into here. If you want to hear more about that and you also want to see me research this video, I do it live on Twitch every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Come on, hang out, twitch.tv/metal comedy. Hear all the metal that's coming out before it comes out. Now let's slow things down a bit with the slow men themselves, Slomatics, releasing Strontium Fields on Blackbow Records, coming out September 8th. This is UK-based sludge, and oh my god, look at that cover, Ryan Lesser, that's perfect. Oh my god, Slomatics are so good at covers. Cover of the record. I don't know if they've ever done a cover, but regardless, this is a band that I've loved for a long time. They've had a really great career, and they're actually kind of part of the reason I don't include sludge more often, because usually when I hear a sludge record, I'm just like, oh, that sounds like worse Slomatics. They've been playing since 2004, and this record almost kind of feels like a career retrospective. They kind of hit all the notes of the style they played over the year. They've got that great high energy driving sludge, some kind of more like dreamy atmospheric parts, some head naughty drones. Regardless, whatever part of the sludge genre that you're most drawn to, they do it on this record, and they do it better than most other bands wish they could. The only real complaint I ever have about Slomatics is, how does a band with this cool album, they have impeccable taste in art, why don't you have cooler t-shirts? Give me that t-shirt of this album cover. Getting a little off topic regardless. And it's all wrapped up in 36 minutes and 36 seconds, showing a restraint that bands in the genre sorely lack, so you just want to hit play and repeat over and over again. Of course, it's a sludge record, so repeated listens really kind of get you into a zone. Fantastic. Glad I finally got to put a Slomatics record in this show. Yay! New Slomatics! So unfortunately, I can only talk about one more record. I want to talk about so many more. September is like the craziest month for record releases. There's so many great records. So if you want to hear about some more great records, head on over to our Patreon. You toss us a couple bucks so we can keep making content free of weird ads for products completely unrelated to the services we offer here. And what you get over there is some bonus content, including the tip sheet, which the Banger staff come together and toss some extra records in there that we really want to acknowledge and think are amazing, and I've got 5 more fantastic records in there for you. So head on over there and sign up, and thanks. Let's close things out with not exactly a palate cleanse, but we really hit a lot of genres this month. We've got Farscape, Purged and Forgotten on Dying Victims Productions coming out September 22nd. So we're closing it out with Brazilian thrash metal. We've got a great cover by Mario Proença. This is like their mascot, this green goblin guy. I love him. And of course I know that this is who did the cover art because of Metal Archives, because Dying Victims, you're still not putting cover artists in your descriptions. You have these fantastic descriptions of every record. Just mention the cover artist. I thought we talked about this. We didn't actually talk about that. I've never talked to Dying Victims Productions because they're my favorite record label, and when something's my favorite, I avoid talking to it because I'm worried about finding out information I don't want to know. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, anyways. So this is a Brazilian thrash metal band that's actually been around since 1998, can you believe it? So, you know, a band being around that long, of course, they're gonna have some new... No, still a completely original lineup. That's strange. This band is sort of the musical equivalent of that janitor that just died with an $8 million fortune because he was a genius investor and just decided to never tell anybody about that. They are phenomenal musicians, just like top tier, amazing. They've got long, intricate, winding solos coming at unexpected points. They avoid the normal chorus verse structure constantly to give you a cool, unique track that goes in different directions. But somehow they present all this to you without ever falling down some prog wankery hole. It's just presented as Teutonic thrash. It's a real sublime blah, 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 blah. It's a great blend of smart and dumb, so that smart people can present a record to dumb people. and they can enjoy it. I can't even speak right, for God's sake. How am I gonna play a guitar that well? Holy hell. And it's all also just topped off by a fantastic German thrash by way of Brazil vocal delivery by Witchcap there. I didn't realize that these guys had this band. I actually love a bunch of their other projects, so I'm happy to go back through the previous records, and I think you will be too. But just first, buy the new record, then we'll all go buy the old records. How about that? That sound good? Anyway, September's a crazy month. It's full of all kinds of releases. What are you most excited about? What is your albums of the year contender starting to brew? Get down in the comments. I'll chat with you. Let me know. Let's get in the mix. And just thanks for coming out for another episode. See you, gang.